Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if your credit score has drastically dropped because these buy now, pay laters have started popping up on your credit file, I'm going to share with you some things that may be able to help you. Okay. And understanding that the reason that the buy now, pay later is dropping your credit score is because it automatically is an account that's been maxed out. Okay. And so it doesn't show you like your remaining balance. It shows the balance that you actually use. It's almost like a charge card, right? So let's just say American Express Platinum card. If you use $1 on an American Express Platinum card, and when it reports, even though you have $100,000 on it, that $1, you have just maxed out your account. And that's how it's going to report on your credit report. The same thing, same way is with the buy now, pay later. And a lot of people are not understanding this. However, here's some things that I would suggest that you take into consideration that may be able to help you. If this is helpful to you, I want you to leave a comment below. But the number one thing for those of you that's been hit hard with these buy now, pay later, and you're working a job, what you need to do is run to your HR department and get an interest-free loan, okay? And how you do that is you would file your W-4, you're exempt, all right? And you want to take this out to 3 to 4 months. That extra money, you want to pay down your buy now, pay later loans. This is going to jump up your credit score. Okay, by you paying those loans off, it's going to jump up your credit score. Then by that jumping up your credit score, you're able to go to some of the other credit unions I'm going to introduce you to in a minute. Now, that's number one. Number two, you may want to consider getting a loan that does not report on your credit file. All right. And the way that you find these here loans is that you're looking for tribal lender loans. Most of your tribal lender loans do not report on the credit file, all right? They may have a higher interest rate. However, these loans are much easier to get qualified for because they're not looking at the credit score. They're not using the traditional credit bureaus. All they're looking at, do you have an active checking account with active deposits in it, okay? And usually with these type of loans, the minimum income usually is from $500 up to $1,000 monthly after taxes, okay? And I'm gonna give you some examples of those, all right? So you have like Green Dollar Loan, all right? So with Green Dollar Loan, they are a platform, okay? And they will loan up to $5,000 with no hard pull on the personal credit. They use third-party credit bureaus. That's the reason you do not have to worry about them. The best thing about the Green Dollar Loan, not only are they tribal lenders, but these here type of loans, the interest rates usually is between 5.99 up to 35.99. Okay, then many of you have heard me mention about low credit finance that offers loans up to $50,000 and their interest rates is 5.99 up to 35.99. All right, and again, please understand these are platforms. All right, so yes, they're going to look for the best lender to match you with your situation. All right, one of the things that I continue to state to people, the only way for you to get denied these loans if you don't meet the income criteria or the information on your application is not matching up with the third-party credit bureaus. Most of the time, it's usually the address, all right? But those are the type of loans you want to look for, and I'll give you more in a minute. Now, for you guys that are entrepreneurs, okay, you may not have a regular 9 to 5 and stuff like that. However, you're in the gig economy, you have an active checking account. If you have 3 to 4 deposits a month and the minimum income, being about $1,500 or above, then you would have to use platforms like Giggle Finance. All right. So they go up to $5,000. However, they do not do a hard pull on the personal credit. It's all about the revenue that's coming into the checking account. The reason I like them, even if you're in the MLM, multi-level marketing space, they will still work with you to get you a loan. All right. They go up to 5,000. Then you have Lendeska. They are also a platform. All the minimum score for them is at least a 550. Minimum income is $25,000 annually, okay, in order to qualify, but their loans go up to $20,000. Then, of course, you have Fundo, okay, and so with Fundo, minimum is $1,500 a month. You have to have been in the gig economy for at least 90 days. All right, and have deposits for 3 to 4 months. Then you also have Fair Figure. Now with Fair Figure, usually they want you to have a registered business. Doesn't matter if it's an LLC or a S corp or a C corp. It doesn't matter, long as the minimum revenue is about $2,500. All right, long as you can show producing revenue of that amount or more, you'll be able to qualify for a loan from them. Okay, so those are those 3 loans. Now, here's another thing. Let's just say you qualify. Let's just say that you qualify for one of these loans. All right. Now, there's a credit union I've been telling you about that's open to everybody. It's called Metro Credit Union. They're out of Boston, Massachusetts. All right. Now, they have this loan called a prosperity loan. So with the prosperity loan, what they will do, they will match you. Okay. So like if you put, or better yet, they will double the amount you put in all the way up to. So you put in 5,000, they're going to loan you 10,000. All right. So this is also an avenue. Now, there's other things that you can do also to get the money to pay down these buy now, pay later loans, because this is so important, because again, it's going to increase your credit score and you'll be able to get access to more capital. So you can do a skip a pay. If you are with a credit union, or you have a loan with a credit union, some banks do it too. What you can do, you can request before that your payment is due, request that they will allow you to skip a payment. Some will allow you to skip 2 payments a year. Some would only allow you once a year. However, by you skipping a payment, this may be able to give you a leverage to be able to pay down a few of your buy now, pay later loans. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, because the average our average car payment, just the average car payment alone for most people right now is hovering between $700 to $1,000. Okay, so if you're able to skip a payment and take that $700 to $1,000 and pay down on your buy now, pay later, that's going to push up your credit score. Okay. And by the way, by you skipping a payment, it will not hurt your credit score, but you have to be able to request this before you actually make your next payment. Okay. So that way you won't be late. All right. Then if you're needing money, you may want to look up, I told you about unclaim.org. A lot of people that have left jobs, they may have money with the state that they never received. There may have been lawsuits that the state participated in, that you was involved in, that you never was aware of. You can go to unclaim.org, put in your name, your address, and it will tell you if there's any outstanding money you should be collecting. All right. Now, another place, you have United Nations Federal Credit Union. So those loans that I told you about that do not report to the credit bureaus, take that money, open up an account with United Nations Federal Credit Union. They will match up to 150% of what you actually deposit. So if you deposit $5,000 into a loan, okay, into a secured loan, excuse me, then what they will do, say this 5,000, then they will allow up to 150%, so that'll be 7,500. So taking that money to pay down your buy now, pay later loans as well. All right. So I wanted to make this video to help you. The reason that you want those buy now, pay later loans paid down, so you can go to credit unions like State Department Federal Credit Union, and you can actually get a personal loan for them, and you don't have to make a payment for 90 days and use that money to pay down more of your credit card debt. Okay, you're more of your revolving debt to push up your credit score. And that way you can also use that hard inquiry to get a line of credit and possibly a credit card as well. All right. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.